Meeting of West City Council in order, roll call please.
Christie.
Here.
Crowner.
Here.
Lightmeyer.
Here.
Lees. Here. Waterman.
Here. Need to perfect and approve the agenda.
Move.
Support. Motion with support, any discussion? Roll call.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Lightmeyer.
Aye.
Lees. Waterman.
Motion carried. Consent agenda.
Motion approved as presented.
Support. Motion with support to approve consent agenda items 1 through 9, which are the minutes from a regular city council meeting on December 16th, 2020. Payment backdraft, payment Mississippi Valley Pump, payment electronic engineering, payment to Huffman's Farm and Home, payment municipal supply, payment to Angela Moore for tuition reimbursement, payment to Brad Newberry for tuition reimbursement, and the claims list as presented in the amount of $441,249.50. Any discussion? Roll call.
Crowner.
Aye.
Lightmeyer.
Aye.
Lees. Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Motion carried. Staff report, Stan?
Just had one thing tonight. I've got I just received an email today, the draft traffic study. I'll get a final signed copy later to it might already be in my box, but basically it says that on Agency Street, a reduction to 35 miles an hour is warranted there, but it recommends no change on Mount Pleasant Street. So the meeting in 2 weeks, we'll have an ordinance to change Agency Street and leave Mount Pleasant Street alone.
May I have anything, Stan? Mike?
Tom's Tobacco service down there at the south end is back from the holiday weekend. The shed is up, the building for all the controls is done. They'll be pouring the floor, and electricians will start mounting boxes. That's moving along good. The new house for West Burlington Avenue is coming through tomorrow. They're supposed to be here between 1 and 2 in the afternoon. They'll be coming down 406. They'll take gear to Houston. Then they're gonna go behind the mall down Van Wees, West Burlington Avenue, and down West Burlington Avenue. That route was decided by wires and overhanging and width of road. That's the route they picked that they're gonna take. So my guys put cones out with no parking after 7 a.m. tomorrow on that route. Keep our cars off. We'll be assisting Jesse tomorrow. It's blocking streets as they progress through town and try and get them across town as soon as we can over to their site. The only other thing I have, I just wanted to thank the public works guys for working on their holiday and their Saturday and trying to get rid of all this sleet and ice off the streets. It was kind of a mess this time and really hard to take care of and gone, but I think we're getting caught up. That's all I got.
Anybody have anything tonight? Good job as always.
Yeah.
It was well. Jesse?
I got Tyler coming off of FTO right along, and he'll be out on his own starting next week on his next rotation. He's finishing up with Cody, and we're going to see how it goes on his own. Guys did a pretty good job with the streets this weekend. We had 2 accidents within the first 15 minutes of the snowfall last week, and then after that we didn't have any other issues. So we were thankful for that. So that's all I got.
Anybody have anything for Jess? Thanks, Jess.
Thanks.
Sean? Survived the wedding, see?
I survived. They're actually sitting, let's see, when we were saying the pledge, they were sitting in a restaurant eating. So,
I'm going to say they're going to live with you for a while.
no, they have a place in Des Moines. They're on their honeymoon in Jamaica, so they're warmer than we are. The building projects are coming along real well. Like Mike pointed out, the house is coming in for there on West Burlington Avenue. Our project at Menards is just flying along. There's a great crew in there working that one. And then the project out at the hospital is coming along as well too. Obviously it's the winter months. We've all seen what weather we've had. So those contractors are doing their best to make through it, and I think they're doing a great job on that. We've had no problems, took care of some complaints early on initially with dirt on the road, but that was addressed immediately and taken care of. On the fire side, we wrapped up that thing I'll call last year. I don't want to really reference it too much by the numbers with the way it was, but we wrapped up with 657 calls for the year, which was a high for us in the last few recent years. And the call that you heard just shortly before the council meeting started made number 12 for the year already. So it's going like a gangbuster already this year. I hope it slows down, and for the sake of people's health and everything, we can get back to some lower numbers. I kind of enjoy that, and so do the guys. Any questions?
All of those been med calls?
I'm waiting until we get the final reports in, and then I'm hoping.
This year so far.
This year? No, we actually had a fire call last night, but I want to say most of the calls have been med calls this year so far. Yes.
Yeah, most of the guys know that they're eligible to get the COVID shot, right?
Only the ones that are licensed
EMTs
EMTs.
or above.
Yeah, otherwise the rest of the guys have to wait. So, but they are aware of that. We've discussed that.
Anybody have any questions, Michelle? All right. Kelly, got anything going on?
Not tonight.
Hustling?
Just budget, yeah.
Kathy, got anything going on?
Just an update on neighbors helping neighbors. Thanks to a couple of volunteers, we had some snow removed for a couple of seniors this past snowstorm, so I want to thank those people, and we're looking for more volunteers. We still have people on our list that don't have anybody to help them.
Andy?
Not tonight, thanks.
What? Dave? No, I'm good. Anyone wishing to address council on matters that are not on the agenda tonight? Citizen inquiries. We jumping up. Got a public hearing. We'll open a public hearing to discuss the status of funding for the community health centers of southeastern Iowa. Infectious disease medication project. This is a public hearing number 2, which we are required to have according to the funding source from the state. And like I did back in September, I have to go through 9 different bullet points, so bear with me. It's a requirement. Bullet point number 1 is the need for a CDBG project. As a result of COVID-19, like other healthcare providers, Community Health Center Southeast Iowa has had to implement a number of additional infection control measures. This is applicable throughout our 5 healthcare clinic sites, but is especially significant in our dental program, which supports 7 dentists and 7 dental hygienists, using 29 dental operatories and 4 sterilization rooms at the 3 dental sites, West Burlington, Keokuk, and Columbus City. By the nature of dental care, exposure to COVID-19 virus is the highest among community health centers. Other healthcare service, primary medical, and behavioral health. The bullet point number 2 is a letter from Community Health Center. In March 2020, when healthcare providers such as Community Health Centers of Southeastern Iowa learned of the risk for transmission of COVID-19, they initiated numerous protective actions to reduce risks to patients and staff. One of Community Health Center healthcare service programs is dental care. Dental care is especially risky because the care involves the mouth that can result in potentially spreading virus through aerosolization. Based upon state and national dental care guidance, Community Health Centers of Southeast Iowa decided to add sterilization filters to be placed in the dental patient care areas and waiting rooms at Community Health Center Southeast Iowa's 3 sites with dental services: Columbus City, West Burlington, and Keokuk. These filtration units use fans, HEPA filters, and ultraviolet light to neutralize viruses, including the SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19 virus. 23 smaller units were received on August 6, 2020. Installation of these units at the 3 dental sites was completed between August 7 and August 14, 2020. 6 larger sterilization units were received on September 2nd, 2020, and installed at the dental sites between September 4th and September 11th, 2020. These units were placed in both the dental treatment and patient waiting areas. While community health centers, dental staff had to implement an array of protective measures. Installation of the surgical air filtration units provided additional protection for staff and patients. This also provided an additional source of confidence for staff to further open up the dental services. Community Health Center Southeast Iowa's dental program is staffed by 7 dentists and 7 dental hygienists, working out of the 3 dental sites with a total of 29 dental operatories. Community Health Center Southeast Iowa is most grateful for all the action taken by West Burlington City Council and staff to support this grant project. Sincerely, Ronald Kemp, Chief Executive Officer. Bullet point number 3, the amount of CDBG funds for the project. The total Iowa Economic Development Department funding approved is $70,066. Estimated amount of CDBG assistance that will benefit low and moderate income persons, which is bullet point number 4. Community Health Center Southeast Iowa's mission is to provide access to high quality, affordable primary, medical, dental, and behavioral health care within the resources available by federal and state funding and patient payments. One measure of meeting this mission is the demographic data on who is receiving care at community health centers, 5 clinical sites, and 3 primary programs, while the services are available to anyone. The federal poverty level equals 92% at 200% of federal poverty level or below. Health insurance coverage equals 8% uninsured, which equals 50% Medicaid. The location of the project, bullet point number 5, the location of project activities is 1706 West ABC Road, West Burlington, 1618 Main Street, Keokuk, Iowa, 2409 Spring Street, Columbus City, Iowa. Bullet point number 6, any relocation that will have to take place as a result of the CDBG project. No residents will need to be relocated as a result of the CDBG project. Bullet point number 7, city contact information for residents to contact with concerns or complaints regarding the project. That's Dan Gifford, City Administrator, 122 Broadway Street, West Burlington, Iowa, 52655, phone 319-752-5451, or email gifford@westburlington.org. Bullet point number 8 is community development housing needs of low to moderate persons in the city, and any plan or potential activities to address those needs. Some housing stock needs repair or rehab. The city is developing a housing rehab project for LMI households. Bullet point number 9, other community development housing needs and any plan or potential activities to address these needs. There are no other needs or plans at this time. Did you receive any written comment? Anybody made a verbal comment on
No.
this? Any council members wishing to make a comment? Okay, I'll close the public hearing. And we will go to new business number 1. Is to consider resolution naming Des Moines County News and the Hawkeye as the official newspaper for the city of West Burlington.
Support.
Motion with support. Any discussion? Roll call.
Whitmire.
Aye.
Lees. Aye. Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Counter.
Aye.
carried. Item number 2 is to consider resolution awarding the contract for the Lewis Park Water Resource Restoration Sponsored Project. We have opened the bids this afternoon. We received 7 bids. One was from Four Seasons, another one from DeLong, McClintock Trucking, Blue Top Excavating, Phi Excavating, Pickup Contractors, and Thomas Backhoe. And the bids came in from $252,629.56 to $407,748. Phi Excavating is the low bidder. Ben, you got anything else to add to that?
That pretty much sums it up.
Everything checked out?
Yep, we looked through everything and it was last minute, but I got a letter of recommendation to award, so.
So we need approve a resolution awarding the bid to Phi Excavating for $252,629.56.
So moved.
Support.
Motion with support, any discussion?
I just had one quick question about the process. Would it be possible before we do something like this to get a list of the full bids before the meeting? Even if it's last minute?
It would be,
Yeah, we tried to do that this afternoon and we had some Excel issues back at the office and we normally would try to do that with the bid being at 2 o'clock today and council meeting at 6. We'll get that to you tomorrow morning, but, I have written down the list of the bids from everybody.
That's all, thanks.
Roll call.
Lees. Aye. Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Whitemeyer.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 3 is to consider a pay request number 2 from Thomas Backhoe for work completed on the South Lift Station project in the amount of $263,230.93.
Motion to approve?
Support. There's a motion with support. Any discussion? Roll call.
Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Whitemeyer.
Aye.
Lees. Aye.
Carried. Item number 4 is consider payment of French Renninger Associates for engineering services related to the Houston Street resurfacing project in the amount of $6,432.50.
So moved.
Support.
Motion with support. Any discussion? Roll call.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Whitemeyer.
Aye.
Lees. Waterman.
Aye.
Carried. Item number 5 is consider payment of Snyder Associates for engineering services related to the following project. The water tower and booster station improvements, the amount of $8,537.18. Agency road pedestrian crossing, the amount of $1,550.95. The Moine County landfill lift station project, amount of $2,030. And the South Lift Station project in the amount of $16,572.83.
Motion to approve.
Support.
There's a motion with support. Any discussion? Roll call.
Crowner.
Aye.
Whitemeyer.
Aye.
Lees. Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 6 is to consider a proposal from Semarine Quarry to host a municipal code. Would be a $450 annual fee and a $750 one-time setup fee.
Motion to table until Brad's here.
Now, you don't need maybe we'll just table it, but take it off the table. Item number 7, consider resolution authorizing the filing of an application for transportation alternative funding TAP for the construction of a trail along Deer Avenue from the Highway 34 interchange to the entrance of Target. Dan's been working on this
It's all ready to file this week, well, it's actually filed, I had to do that by the first of the year, but they allow you to bring this resolution later, so I'll bring that out there with the rest of the packet tomorrow, once Hans signs this resolution, and we'll be good to go in the competition for that grant.
So moved.
Support.
Motion of support, any discussion? Roll call.
Steinmeier.
Aye.
Lees. Aye. Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 8 is consider second reading of an ordinance amending the water rates. This would, leave the monthly distribution charge at $24.25 per meter. It would, increase, first 3,000 gallons would be no charge. With the payment of monthly distribution charge, 3,000 to 1 million gallons used per month would be $8.40 per 1,000 gallons. The next 500,000 gallons used per month would be at $6.14 per 1,000 gallons. And all water over 501,000 gallons would be $4.19 per 1,000 gallons.
Motion to approve.
Second.
There is a motion of support. You'll have the right one. Did I read the right one?
The last number I noticed I caught wasn't right. We need 500,000, 1 gallon is 553.
Okay. Because I just looked at this thing, it says that it was approved June 2020, and I signed it.
The first, the monthly charge, everybody has a resolution problem. It'll be 24, 25 for the monthly charge. First 3,000, no charge, 3,001 to 1 million gallons, $9.74. 1 million, 1 gallon to 1,500,000 gallons, $7.48. Then over 1,500,000, 1 gallon, $5.53.
I printed off
Wrong one.
the wrong one. The stamp corrected, those are the corrected numbers she was read. Any discussion? Roll call.
Lees. Aye. Waterman. Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Steinmeier.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 9 is consider resolution appointing Andy Crowner to serve as the city's representative of the Greater Burlington Convention and Visitors Bureau.
So moved.
Second.
Motion with support, any discussion? Thank you for doing that, Andy.
No problem, thank you.
Roll call.
Waterman.
Aye.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Steinmeier.
Aye.
Lees. Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 10 is to consider reappointing Steve Swafford to serve on the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Motion approved.
Support.
Motion with support, any discussion? Roll call.
Christie.
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Steinmeier.
Aye.
Lees. Aye. Waterman.
Aye.
Motion carried. Anybody have any old business? Any citizens want to address the council on matters we did discuss or didn't discuss tonight? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.